Today on the channel, we're looking at the Endor Bunker, part of Hasbro's 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi program for the Vintage Collection on Way I Got It Figured.
The way I got it figured.
What's up, action figure fans? We're back with another Star Wars Return of the Jedi 40th anniversary review. This time, we're looking at the Vintage Collection Endor Bunker with the Endor Rebel Commando Scout Trooper Disguise figure. We'll be looking at both of those. In an attempt to keep this brief, I'm not going to, pull out a bunch of figures and make a kind of diorama with it, although I'm tempted to do so. But this is a set that I was looking forward to, the Endor Bunker. I think I mentioned in my Navarro Cantina video how you always want to have something that you can use for in your videos, and this is one of those things. Get more life out of it than just standing it on a shelf. But we're going to look at it today as I shoot this. It is actually the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi, May 22nd, 1983. So, on that day back in 83, I was 9 when Return of the Jedi came out. And of all the Star Wars movies, it left its own impression on me. I wouldn't say the biggest impression. I would still say Star Wars itself is the biggest. And then, in The Empire Strikes Back, the stunning revelation. And then Return of the Jedi, it was just the end. It was the end. As far as we knew, there was nothing else. And it was an ending. And it felt like one. So they all have their special place in my heart. Return to the Jedi might not be the technical best movie, but it is, of the three, it's my favorite. And that's because, you get to see Luke Skywalker's journey come to an end, saves his father, finds his sister, all of that kind of stuff. So, I love Luke Skywalker. I'm unabashedly a Luke Skywalker fanatic. So, enough about that. We're going to do as we always do. We're going to look at the package. This time we're going to look at two packages. We're going to get out the bunker. We're going to put it together. We're going to get the figure out. We're going to take a look at it. Do a couple of poses maybe. And give final thoughts on the whole entire package. So with that, we will start on the bunker package. And as you can see, they've set up a really nice display here with a bunch of stormtroopers, which I could do, and a couple of some biker scouts, which I can't do because I refuse to pay $45 for the biker scout and speeder bike. I just think it's absurd. When I was a kid in 1983, you could get both of those things for basically $10. So it's just hard for me to, even with some improvements to the bike, it's still the same bike from 1983. I mean, it's mostly still the same bike. That's just a fact. But, nice display they've got here with some wood shrubs and everything like that. And then, of course, you've got your Endor Rebel Commando. This is the guy that runs around the corner and distracts the oh no, Han Solo did that. I remember there was a, oh man, I gotta watch the movie again. This guy definitely disguised himself as a biker scout. But it was Han Solo who did the distracting. He ran around, distracted the biker scout. Oh, I know what it is. Yeah, that's what happened. So he distracted the biker scout. The biker scout ran around the corner and all the rebel commandos were waiting. Then this guy put on his outfit. That's what happens. Ugh. On the side, you got 3 biker scouts. Now it's really getting expensive. On the top, you've got the bunker door action. Scout messing with the controls. On the side, we've got the biker scout, the Endor Rebel Trooper with the biker scout outfit, because he was the one who was essentially standing guard outside, I think, while they ran in and, you know, tried to stop, you know, try to blow the place up, but they failed on the first attempt. Knock him a sit down. And on the bottom, you just got your usual words. And of course, you got your 40 years of Return to the Jedi. And that is your package. So we're gonna get the bunker out, get it assembled, and we'll come back. I know I said I was gonna come back assembled, but I wanted to show you the awesome job that they did packing the set. This is all the pieces that I'm gonna assemble here in a second. But the box itself had the figure here, and then the pieces were behind 3 layers of these pieces of cardboard right here. And like, so all the pieces were like secured in there, a couple of them in baggies. And then this, like, at the top was behind this thing. They did a really good job with the packaging. So, you know, when they do a good job, we should mention it. So yeah, when you get your set, if you get one of these, you will definitely not get it messed up or broken or anything like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the set together and be right back. All right, so we've got our Endor Bunker assembled. It's very easy to assemble. There was no difficulties at all getting it together. It's really just, you know, making sure you got the right matched sides. But everything plugs together nicely, you know, connects together nicely. It does come with instructions that are almost besides the point. You do have a couple of little things you can do. So the doors, which this is showing it from the back, but the doors slide open, and looks like you've got some controls here, but we'll get into that in a sec. Yeah, there you go. As for the next piece, because we're going to want to get him out, here is your Endor Rebel Commando Scout Trooper disguise. There he is, you know, getting captured after the first bombing attempt failed. you've got your cross cell here. So Admiral Piet, Hunter, the Rebel Commando, you're not going to find on the regular card. Phase 2 Clone Trooper, Cassian, Andor, Vel Sartha, the other Cassian Andor, and Star Killer. And he is VC272. And of course, he's rocking the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi on his package. So we'll get him out and we'll mess around with the set. Be right back. Alright, so we've got the Endor Rebel Commando, also known as Major Bryn Durlin, or, you know, in some circles, Dave Filoni's stupid idea of renaming him into Captain Rex. No, just no. No. But the figure itself is a normal Scout Trooper figure with a new head, which is the head of the Rebel Commando with the beard that, you know, essentially was like Star Wars rock and roll is what we called him back in the day, on account of his beard and blondness. But you know, it's a Scout Trooper figure with a different head. It does come with the customary Scout Trooper blaster pistol. You know, the actual vintage one had a gray pistol. I don't know why they decided to make it black. I guess it was black in the movie, so, you know, that's fine. And it is very tiny. And of course, it comes with a Scout Trooper helmet. And we'll get a good look at his portrait. So there you go, not Captain Rex. I think he faced backlash for that anyway, because he later recanted and said it wasn't Captain Rex, which is the correct thing to do. I know a lot of people who watch this video are probably going to be lovers of Dave Filoni, but I'm only like a liker of Dave Filoni. I don't really love the guy. He's done some things that I'm not a big fan of. You know, in my mind, Darth Maul died in The Phantom Menace. When people complain about nobody ever dying in Star Wars, well, that's your boy, Dave Filoni. The original person to survive death was Boba Fett, who fell into the Sarlacc and escaped 5 years later, which is exactly what happened in The Mandalorian. But because he never actually died, it was plausible for them to escape. I don't count Boba Fett as starting the revolving door of death in Star Wars, because he had a plausible way out. Whereas Darth Maul was bisected and shouldn't be able to walk around or be alive or any of that. But, you know, anything for a buck. So there's your Scout Trooper figure. Now let's do some interactions with the playset itself. So over here you have a panel that moves. This is the panel where Han attempts to rewire the door to open after they close it. So you can see there It's got painted details. And then supposedly this is supposed to do something according to the instructions. It's supposed to turn. But I can't get it to do anything. I actually feel something moving. But it's like negligible. I mean, this is probably way more of a substantial... Sorry. This is way more of a substantial feature than that. You know, you can close it, open it. Probably gonna need some tweezers, but there you go. To do all your blast door opening. And then as for the doors themselves, they just slide so that you can see the mechanism. They have sliding things there. You can slide them, you know, pretty much all the way out. And then how you want to do it is you want to open this first, because these doors were this was like the secondary door after Han failed to open the door when it closed. So the door closes, you know, you're looking per the movie. You're looking like that. And the doors close, which you can also do this way, of course. And then when Han fails to, you know, fails to bypass the doors, these close even more. Typical Han Solo fashion. And that's how you get that. Of course, you can, as I said, you can interact with the controls here. Bring in, you know, Han, Leia, C-3PO, R2. Do some, do some pretty cool stuff, or you can use it as a backdrop in your videos. You just want to have some Star Wars figures standing in something Star Warsy, which is what I like to do. Like, you know, I've shot plenty of videos with, you know, no set pieces or anything like that, but this playset I really liked as a set piece. So I should mention, I got this from Target. It was for the, you know, for $53, but I had something like a coupon, and I ended up getting it for like $20 less, basically, than, you know, what it cost, which was, you know, an acceptable price to me, because play sets and vehicles in Star Wars now are just, you know, I mean, I'm sure it's probably the licensing that's not helping, but it's they're just too expensive for what they want for them in a retail capacity. It's not really me being cheap. It's more like I just feel like they're asking for an irresponsible amount of money for, you know, a couple of sliding doors. I mean, it looks nice. It looks very nice. But it's, you know, it's not the Death Star. You know, I had the Death Star when I was a kid, and my mom probably paid $40 for it, maybe. You know, so there you go. Very nice play set. I am very pleased with it. And so, you know, I am comfortable to move on with final thoughts. Okay, final thoughts on the Star Wars Return of the Jedi 40th anniversary vintage collection Endor Bunker playset with Major Brenderlin as a scout trooper. I mean, I think it's great. I think it's a cool, you know, it's a cool playset. It's not, obviously, you know, it's not super intricate. It's not hard to put together. It's nicely painted. It looks the part, and, you know, it gives your figure something to stand in front of besides just dead space. And I like it. I'll probably, it takes less setup than the Navarro Cantina, so you'll probably see this playset again in future vintage collection videos. But you know, I'll switch it up here and there, but it definitely gives me, you know, something to focus the camera on, and I like that. So there you go. I'm gonna give this set a 10, and we're gonna keep this thing rolling with more vintage collection and Black Series reviews of Return of the Jedi figures. All right, so I'm gonna wrap it up. I've taken up enough of your time. If you are so inclined and have not done so, please consider subscribing to the channel. If not, or if so, give me a like and leave a comment what you feel about the price of play sets, or how you feel about Return of the Jedi, or any of that stuff. And if you are a subscriber, thanks for continuing to watch the videos. I am always trying to do something to spice it up for you. So I will continue to do just that. Till next time. Till next time, everybody stay safe, and may the Force be with you. Peace.
The way I got it figured.